Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today we are rebuilding the Milwaukee Bucks after the recent Giannis Antetokounmpo trade rumors. There have been a lot of rumors about Giannis being traded, even though he has not publicly requested a trade. Him and his agency are going to meet with the Milwaukee Bucks, decide where the team is going in the future and if it should be the best spot for him to stay in Milwaukee. Obviously, we know the Bucks are not a championship team at this moment. Ron Rollins has been their best player, which, isn't really, a good thing, but it also kind of is, a bad thing if we're being serious, because a championship contender now, I really do like Ron Rollins. I think he's a great player. I think he could be a really good player in this league. I think he also has some star potential, but if you are a contender trying to win a championship, Ron Rollins unfortunately cannot be your second best player on the team. It just can't happen. So, in my opinion, I think Giannis should leave the Milwaukee Bucks at the deadline. That's what we're going to make happen right now. They're 10-15, obviously the 10th seed in the Eastern Conference. Now, he is injured right now. We don't know if that's a real injury or just faking it, but honestly, he's injured. And your rotation, at least at the deadline, that's what we're going to trade him. We're going to trade Giannis at the deadline. There's been a lot of teams that I think will show interest, probably every single team, just about every team. Giannis obviously still a freaking amazing player, but yeah, your rotation, at least then, will be Ron Rollins, Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Harris, Kyle Kuzma, Miles Turner, Bobby Portis, Cole Anthony, AJ Green, Gary Trent, and then that will be your 9-man rotation, at least till Giannis comes back in 1 to 2 weeks. Torian Prince is also injured, but I will see you guys at the deadline for us to officially trade Giannis, and there'll be officially an end of an era. Here's the trade we are going to do for Giannis Antetokounmpo. So basically, there are a lot of teams, like I said, that could consider or just making a trade for Giannis. In my opinion, there's a bunch of teams I think you'd want to go to, obviously. There has been a couple of suitors as well that have been mentioned. Like, we can talk about the Atlanta Hawks. I feel like they might have a respectable package. Obviously, Jalen Johnson might have to be involved with some other guys, but I feel like they have a pretty good package potentially for Giannis. And Jalen Johnson, Reza Shea could be in there too. Whatever. And then the Miami Heat, like I said, they can offer maybe like Hero, Cloware, Wiggins, Hawkins. Like, they have a pretty good package as well. If the Heat get Giannis, I feel like they can be a really real contender in the Eastern Conference. We can also talk about the New York Knicks, obviously. That's been the team that has been brought up the most with these Giannis trade rumors. So apparently, Giannis already requested to be traded when they got rid of Damian Lillard. They stretched and waived him to sign Miles Turner. Apparently, Giannis didn't like that, and he already requested a trade in the offseason to the Knicks, which it actually was confirmed by Shams. So yeah, this is true. The Bucks and Knicks did talk Giannis trade. The Knicks didn't have enough to offer because of the Mikal Bridges trade they made like 2 years ago. That's the reason why they couldn't trade for Giannis. But Giannis could have been a New York Knick unexpectedly if they wouldn't have traded for Mikal Bridges. So that's how that thing works. But at the time, Mikal Bridges was valued really highly. We could talk about the Lakers as well. Like I said, they might have a really good package as well. Talking about Austin Reeves, if they want to trade him for Giannis, they can do that. Reeves, Rui, some other players as well. A couple first-round picks might get it done. If Giannis wants to go pair with Luka and LeBron, they can obviously have that going for them. And then I think that might be the only. We could talk about the Pistons. We could talk about a bunch of teams, like I said. But I'm making a trade with the Spurs because I think Giannis would want to go to the Spurs. I think he'd obviously make them a contender. I feel like the Spurs are a good team right now. Imagine adding Giannis to this scenario. So the trade, we're sending Giannis, Thanasis, and Amir Coffey over to the Spurs for Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell, Kellen Johnson, and 3 first-round picks. So I don't think it's obviously going to be 3 first-round picks. It's definitely going to be more in a Giannis trade, but since it only gives you a couple trade sliders, this is the trade we're going to do for Giannis. Now, apparently, the Spurs don't even want to trade Dylan Harper, so we'll see if that ends up being true or not. But this is the trade we're going to do. I'm going to make the trade go through. We could argue that this is too little for Giannis. We could argue that this is too much. Obviously, I don't think it's too much. I think it's actually too little. But, this is the trade we're going to do. We're going to use trade override, and we're going to make this go through. All right, so we made the trade go through, and now, this team could definitely be blown up now. I could definitely see Miles Turner being traded, and I already got a team of mine that could possibly trade for Miles Turner. I think this is the I'm going to trade next. After trading Miles Turner, we might trade Bobby Porter as well, but I want to focus on trading Miles Turner as well. Actually, I want to only focus on trading Giannis right now. So your rotation for the season is going to be Ryan Rollins, KPJ, Kellen Johnson, Kyle Kuzma, Miles Turner, Devin Vassell, Dylan Harper, Cole Anthony, Bobby Portis, and then Jericho Sims. We could just run 11-man rotation. Honestly, we're not going to be good for the rest of the year, so want to play all these guys over here, and then yeah, we'll do something like that. Team's not good, but in the offseason, we're going to blow this thing up even more. Last say, treating guys like Turner, Kuzma, and Bobby Portis. Nikola Jokic wins the MVP. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. Kolo Ware, Wemby Defensive Player. Keita Most Improved. But at the end of the season, obviously, we do not own our first round pick this season, even though we missed the playoffs. Oh, we didn't. We actually made the play-in, but we ended up losing in the 10th seed to play anyway. So we were the 10th, so we lost in the play-in tournament anyway. We finished off 35-47 on this season. I don't think we have our first round pick. At least, I don't know. I'll have to see. It doesn't let me check right now, but I'll definitely have to see. But player stats, we had about 14 from Vassell, 13 from Rollins, 13 from Kuzma, 13 from Harper, 13 from KPJ, 12 from Johnson, 12 from. We had a bunch of guys like scoring double digits, not any like superstar numbers by any means. This is a bunch of role players contributing at a high level. So that's basically what the season was. But we do got the Knicks going on to beat the Spurs in 7. The Spurs made it all the way to the finals and pushed the Knicks to 7, which is expected, obviously. This is a pretty good team if you add Giannis to it. But LeBron James will retire a Laker. Heading into the draft lottery, though, we are projected. So 2K is saying we have the Pelicans pick via. I don't think that's the truth. I don't think it is. But it says we finished with the number 9th pick. I'll have to do my research on that, but I don't know. There's some picks we need to fix as well. Apparently, we do have our first round pick this year, so it's like protected in a way. I don't know. It's like a swap between a bunch of teams. But at the end of the day, we do have our pick, which is really nice. Obviously, you don't have many other picks, obviously. But we'll definitely keep pick 9 and pick 20. So yeah, obviously, like I said, we'll probably look to trade Miles Turner right now. I think I'm gonna make this trade with the Detroit Pistons, where the Pistons get more floor spacing off the bench. We get a first round pick. So basically, we're getting Paul Reed, a first round pick for Miles Turner. So I would like to get a little bit more out of this still, but I feel like this is a solid return for Miles Turner. If we get Ron Holland, I wouldn't mind that. But I'm just gonna stick with this right here. Get a first round pick for a not the best contract in the world. I do want to trade Bobby Portis. Not honestly might be, and I don't think we're gonna be able to trade Kuzma. We get a second round pick and Max Strus, so I don't hate that by any means. Bobby Portis is still a really good, center, power forward hybrid. The Miami Heat, would they be interested? They want maybe Drew Smith in a first. Now, if it was like a protected first, I'd do it, but I don't know if you could protect first. I mean, you might be able to. If it was like a pick swap, so like the Suns want to give me O'Neal on the swap, and we could do something like that. But I'm gonna talk to the Cleveland Cavaliers, honestly. We can get it out. I mean, both aspiring contracts, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, the Miami Heat could use somebody like this, in my opinion, though. So, is there a way they can protect this 2029 pick or any type of picks that they have? They cannot lose a 2029. Can they protect it? Oh, not protect anything here. So, could we possibly get Drew Smith and pick 18? Bobby Portis could be a guy that's honestly worth the 18th overall pick in the draft, in my opinion. So like I said, I'm gonna see if I can make the trade go through. So Drew Smith and pick 18, Bobby Portis, still a really good player in the NBA. They are gonna agree. So we get pick 18, I'll take that. So yeah, right now we're making moves, and I don't know if we'll be able to trade Kyle Kuzma, honestly. I mean, he's at 80. I mean, we'll see if we could. I really don't think we're just gonna be able to, but yeah, I just think we might have to keep on him. I don't see any team like being interested in this guy, unfortunately. So yeah, honestly, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep him. So we're gonna keep him. We're gonna head into the draft. Also, I want to fire Dot Rivers. Are heading in a new direction. I mean, we might as well. So like Will Hardy's here, so I wouldn't mind going after him. We'll get Will Hardy to be our head coach. So with the 11th pick in the draft and with 2 later picks, let's see what we can find. So Darren Peterson goes number 1 to the Celtics. Number 2 will be AJ Banta to the Blazers. Number 3 will go Boozer to the Wizards. 4, we got Nita Met to the Pacers. 5, got Cole Pete to the Jazz. 6, we got Caleb Wilson to the Nets. 7, we got Hannes to the Hornets. 8, we got Yaxel to the Hawks. Then with our pick 9 actually, we got Mikal Brown Jr. and he looks like he's the best player here. I mean, taking obviously Dylan Harper's the future. Maybe not taking 2 guards. Maybe Mikal Brown is literally the best player left. We could go Chris Sinag, but unfortunately, I don't think we could pass up on a talent like Mikal Brown. We're going to have to make it work, honestly. So, Mikal Brown, welcome to Milwaukee. That might not make some sense now, but I think it will definitely once we, it'll make sense in the future. So, I would love Kristen Ack to fail. He would have been our center. Maybe we should have took him instead. I mean, I don't know, to the Raptors. but I'm still going to take a good player here, obviously. We got Bennett, we got Thomas, we got Braylon Mullins, Visage. I mean, I guess we can go ahead and take Braylon Mullins with this pick. At pick 20, I'm going to go ahead and select. I'm not really liking these. We could take a Visage. So a Visage, welcome to the teams. We draft those three guys. We got Mikael Brown, Mullins, and a Visage. Kevin Porter Jr., he's going to decline his player option. I'm going to decline Trent. Harris and Jericho Sims both opt into their player options. There's no point in bringing back Alex Antetokounmpo now that Giannis is gone, obviously. But heading into free agency, Gary Trent's the only free agent we have to worry about. And like I said, we need a starting center, definitely. So your rotation right now, you have a bunch of guards. So we're going to have to move one of these guys to the two. So Harper and Mikael Brown, they're both 6'5". One of them could probably be slid down to the two. So Harper stays the same. I kind of want him to play point guard. I'm going to move Mikael Brown to the two for this season. So Mikael Brown will play shooting guard. Ronald wants to be back at point guard. I'm not worried about our guard depth. We got Mikael Brown, Mullins, Andre Jackson, Drew Smith. We're good on that. Vassell, Johnson, AJ Green, Prince, Gary Harris, Kyle Kuzma. We need a starting center this year 100%. And honestly, that might be it for this season. So Walker Kessler, I mean, if he is here, which obviously we don't have enough money for him, unfortunately, though. All right, so in free agency, I'm offering two guys. I'm offering Peyton Watson and Day'Ron Sharpe contracts. We're going to announce basically everybody else, but I would love to get these two guys. It should let me sign on both if it does. We get both of those guys, it's nice. Sharpe will start our center for us most likely. And then after that, I think we're good heading into next season. We have, I believe, enough players in our rosters. We have 17, so I'll have to get rid of two guys. Actually, so player progression though, we got Harper going up 4, Vassell's going down, Johnson's going up, Prince is going up, Sharpe is up, Ajax is up, we got Drew Smith going down, Sims is down, Gary Harris. So I think we start this off with probably cutting Jericho Sims, unfortunately. Then one more player might have to be Gary Harris. It'll stretch his contract out, but we're still gonna have to get rid of somebody, and I think it'll have to be him. So we cut the two obvious guys. And then yeah, we'll down this 2026 draft class, or wait, yeah, it'll be 2026. No, it will be 2027. Last year was 2026. What I'm talking about. It was 2027 draft class. And then yeah, we'll see. Obviously, I don't think we have our first round pick, do we? 2027 pick. We have the Hawks pick from the Giannis trade, I'm pretty sure, and we have the Pistons pick. Our pick goes the Atlanta Hawks. So maybe the Bucks should honestly make a trade with the Hawks, so they can get their picks back. But yeah, it's okay. So we own the Hawks unprotected pick. They own our pick. So it's kind of weird, but we don't have our pick until Hawks own our pick next year. The Blazers own our pick 2028. The Wizards Celtics pick swap at 2029. I'm guessing that's from the Drew Holiday trade, and then 2030 is the Blazers again. So yeah, we're not able to have our first round picks for a minute. So, but we'll have to build off that. Your rotation will be Dylan Harper, Mikael Williams are going to be the future front court or backcourt. Devin Vassell, Kyle Kuzma, Day'Ron Sharpe, Ryan Rollins, Kellen Johnson, Peyton Watson, AJ Green, and we're in a 10-man rotation. Will Hardy now. It is going to be Torian Prince with that last spot, I guess. So I will see you guys at the end of the season. I want to mess our shots in the season. I want to have Dylan Harper be the number one guy here. Obviously, that's going to be what he does. He's going to be the number one star. We're going to turn him into a star, hopefully. And then Mikael Brown, I want him taking like the second least amount of shots as well. So something like that from Mikael Brown Jr. And then I will see you guys at the end of the season. With the Utah Jazz, you want to give me my center of the future here at the deadline at Walker Kessler. I'm going to offer them Kyle Kuzma, my 2029 unprotected first-round pick to get him. Let's see what they say. They agree. So we're really bad. We're 11 and 40 right now, but we might as well do something, right? So Walker Kessler, we literally have nothing to lose. We don't even have our pick. So Walker Kessler, welcome to the team. He'll slide right in at center. Harper right now is averaging about 21 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. So yeah, he's turning into a star. Mikael Brown, however, is, pretty inefficient, but he's probably taking a lot of shots anyway. And then at the moment, we have no injuries, so we're actually fully healthy. Vassell is coming off the bench, which is interesting, which I don't agree with, but whatever. Watson, so yeah, this will be our lineup for the season. Hopefully Kessler, he should be our starting center in the future. He will be our starting center in the future. I don't know who the backup will be, but yeah, that's the move we make. We at least get some use out of Kuzma's expiring, and then I'll see you at the end of this season. Literally have nothing to lose. So I consider that a successful trade deadline. Victor Wembanyama was the MVP in just his 4th season. Peterson, Rookie of the Year in Boston. 6 man going to DeJounte Murray. Harper did with most improved players, so can't be mad at that by any means. But we finished off obviously not making the playoffs. The team was terrible, man. We were 23-59, so we'll be giving a good pick to the Pelicans or Hawks, whatever. We had about 22 from Dylan Harper, 14 from Keldon Johnson, 13 from Ron Rolling, 13 from Vassell, 12 from Mikael Brown. 8, 11, and 2 blocks from Kessler, 8 from Watson, 7 from Deion Sharp, 6 from AJ Green, and 4 from Torian Prince. So let's see who wins the NBA championship. It is going to be the Thunder and the Pistons, and the Thunder will win the championship. Shea is your finals MVP. So Steph Curry's going to retire, Paul George retiring. So end of an era there. But in the lottery, our pick this year is projected to go 2 to Atlanta, and is going to finish number 3. So that hurts, it really does. It honestly really hurts a lot to see our pick just go to the Pelicans like that. But this is what we signed up for. We're gonna have to live with that. We do have pick 22 and 27 still, so guess we really can't be mad at that. We didn't do great with Will Hardy here, number 1, but I think we give him another chance. So right now, obviously, we don't really have nothing to be excited about. But if we could sign a potential like number 2 option to Dylan Harper for the future in free agency, I wouldn't be mad at that by any means. Obviously, Ron Rollins is going to be a keeper. But after getting Kessler, I mean, let's possibly figure out our bench depth and then possibly going after that number 2 star, like I said. So let's see what we can draft with these late first round picks. So we got Omer Mayer, we got Junior here. So Declan, we can go ahead and take him. Cam Williams. So Declan has all-star ceiling. So I think he's going to be the pick here. So Declan, Duru Jr., welcome to the team with pick 27. I'm going to go ahead and take Sadiq White. I mean, it doesn't even matter at this point. So welcome to the team, you two guys, 73 and 72. Harper, Rongs will decline. We're going to decline Drew Smith. We have no qualifying offers, and we have like a max player. We don't have a max on free agency, but we have a solid amount of money to offer somebody that I think we will offer somebody. So at the moment, we have Harper, we'll re-sign Ron Rollins, Mikael Brown, Mullins. We got Devin Vassell, AJ Green, Duru Jr., Sadiq White, Peyton Watson, Kessler, and so I think we need a backup center and obviously bring back Ron Rollins and stuff like that. So Ron Rollins, we're gonna re-sign him. Ajax for good depth. I wouldn't mind bringing it back. It's like a minimum, but we'll see on that. Prince Johnson. I don't think we'll resign. I think the only player I'll resign right now is actually Ron Rollins. I don't really care about anybody else right now. So resign Rollins, and we'll sign a backup center. So like Mitchell Robinson, somebody I don't hate signing, which I think he will be the sign. So Mitchell Robinson on a nice, solid contract. We're going to see if we can bring him in, and he'll choose us for everybody else. So we get Mitchell Robinson. We get our center rotation. I guess Watson will start at power forward next year again. And we could, like I said, make an aggressive trade, the trade line, because what do we have to lose at this point? So I'll need Mullins to develop, and that's probably sign a backup power forward just in case, though. So Kuzma, Filipowski, Clowney, Wallace. Wallace has been great for the Boston Celtics as of recent. So I think it makes sense to sign him right now. So $9 million 2-year deal for Jordan Wallace. Bring him in if he wants to come there. Jordan Wallace, welcome to Milwaukee Bucks, and then that'll be our lab. We'll sound like a third string center. I want to sign him to a minimum, not full $4 million. Luka Garland will sign him to like a minimum contract. He'll be the third string center, or else we already had a third string. Whatever. All right, player progression. Got Harper up to a 90, so he's developing quick. Kessler's up to an 86. Mikael Brown's up to an 83. Vassell's up to an 82. Ron's up to an 82. Watson's up to an 80. Mullins is up to a 79. We got Wallace going up to a 79. So yeah, he was ended up being a good sign. He developed. I wonder what his overall small forward. Interesting. I mean, we can't move him there now, but if we make a trade, he can play small forward. And some other guys going up like a Visage. So yeah, I consider this a successful offseason, obviously. I think Harper will improve. I think Mikael Brown will improve. And then, like I said, making a trade for like that power forward at the deadline. We might have to start using our picks. We don't have our pick at 2020 either. And I don't really know much for the 2020 draft class anyway. So this class would be Roger, Spears, and at 2028, like I said, our pick goes to the Blazers. It's like a pick swap. So that's disappointing. But all right, your rotation is Harper, Brown, Vassell, Watson, Kessler, Rollins, Robinson, Wallace, Mullins, and AJ Green as your 10-man rotation. I'll see you guys maybe at the deadline. We'll see. We're at the deadline. I want to see if I get Jalen Johnson on this team. So Jalen Johnson will be a perfect fit in my opinion. So I'm going to offer Devin Vassell and Jordan Wallace to see if they counter me and they actually do. They want Garza and a second to give me Nah. I mean, I feel this is a no-brainer, right? So we can make this trade. We don't even have to go up a first-round pick. So yeah, we'll definitely make the trade with Atlanta. What a steal that was. We get Jalen Johnson. AJ Green can start as small forward for now. He'll need to be a good shooter in the starting five, so can't be mad at that. And then yeah, I'll see you guys at the end of the season, 25-24, right at 500. We're one game above 500. I mean, let's keep it up. I mean, this is improvement.
Hey, when Mario brings him the Special Day Zero edition.
Yeah, bro, Mario, bro. Nikola Jokic wins the MVP. Stokes Rookie of the Year. DeJounte Six-Man. Depoy goes to Wemby. But at the end of the season, we finished off as the number 6 seeds. We made it in the playoffs. We can't be mad at that by any means here. So yeah, we got the Atlanta Hawks. We can see if we can take them down. I got Trey, Dyson, Ricochet, Asa, Kongwu, Vassell, Porzingis, Wallace. Obviously, we did make that trade with them. We get Jalen Johnson. They ended up actually being a better team than us. It's interesting, but we'll see if we can go on and take them down. I'm going to go 8-man rotation. I'm going to shrink the benchization down to like a 26, 25, whatever. In game one, we're going to lose this one, which sucks. We'll see if we can win this series, though. We're going to lose in 5. So we're not quite there yet. Hopefully it's next year, but, you know, the Knicks don't want to win the championship. We got KD retiring a net. Yeah, he literally requested a trade from there, I'm pretty sure. But in the draft lottery, the Hornets will get 1. That pick we traded ended up being, well, I guess it's not showing now, but I know we don't have our pick this year. I don't really know who has it. I think the Blazers have it, like I said, 2028. So our pick, I actually have it. So we have our pick at 28, which is cool. But there's anything else we could do to improve this team? No, honestly, we can get a small forward. So, like, if we can sign a small forward and free agency, a 3-and-D type guy, this will probably complete the starting 5 and honestly probably complete this team. We had to be aggressive because we had nothing to lose. We had nothing to wait for. So I think now just getting probably, better starting small forward, I think it's a step in the right direction. We could get a new head coach if we feel like we can do that. So if we can somehow land like Nick Nurse, which I don't know if we can take the gamble on that. So if we can somehow land Nick Nurse and Quinn Snyder, I'm going to fire Will Hardis because I want to see if we can get somebody better. So if we can somehow land Nick Nurse or Tyronn Lue or, like I said, Quinn Snyder, one of these guys, if they don't sign, well, we're cooked. And none of them sign. Of course. Okay. Let's just pretend that we were giving him a new extension. So yeah, I'm hiring, bro. I'm firing him just to sign him back, unfortunately. So, all right, we'll do that. And then heading into the draft, we'll pick 21. We got Nikola, which we might as well take him. So Nikola, welcome to the team. And then yeah, all right. We'll accept everybody here. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, he's going to accept this player option. Somebody we could trade. And then heading into free agency, we do have some money, but not really much money. Small forwards we can sign. There's not really many like good ones. So now I would like to sign a league. So I definitely think we make a trade using Nikhil Alexander-Walker's contract. Jaden McDaniels is always somebody I love trading for. He's the perfect 3-and-D guy. I'm gonna offer this to see what they say. They decline, which is fair. I will throw like what else could we trade in there? I mean, we could trade Nikola, I guess. We could we traded our pick this year, so sure. That gets it done. So Jaden McDaniels we better starting small forward. And then we could just sound like a backup power forward, so re-signing P.A. Watson's on the agenda. But we don't have his bird rights for whatever reason, but it says we can sign him, which really makes no sense. But P.A. Watson, that's why we'll re-sign. We'll bring him back, obviously. And then, yeah, right now we have Harper Rollins, we have Mikael Brown Mullins, we have McDaniel. I don't think I looked at the player stats this year either, so we'll look at those really quickly. So we had about 28 from Harper. So, yeah, he's the superstar now. 16 from Rollins. I'm hoping for Mikael Brown to officially turn into that second option this year. Year number 3 is here. I'm hoping for a Mikael Brown breakout. What I'm saying, maybe moving to shooting guard, definitely limited in him. Obviously, he's a point guard, but I still think he's pretty productive. 14 from Mullins. So yeah, he already shown capabilities of being a really good player. So we'll take that. 9 from Watson, 9 at 10 and 2, 8 from Jaden McDaniels, 7 from AJ Green, and 5 from Robinson. So play progression time. I forgot to show you guys the play progression. Basically, a lot of guys went up. You probably see Harper went up by 4, Mikael Brown up by 4, Jalen Johnson went up, Kessler ended up going down, Mullins went up, as you can see. All these guys went up. I forgot to show you guys the play progression. Please skip past it. That's my bad. That's my fault. But Your rotation is Harper, Mikael Brown, McDaniel, Jalen Johnson, Walker Kessler, Braylon Mullins, Ryan Rollins, Mitchell Robinson, and Peyton Watson. You can't tell me that this isn't a contender in the Eastern Conference. But shots, I want to mess with these. Harper's already pretty high. He's a superstar for this team, 100%. They're going to make it 99, 99. He's going to have an MVP type season, hopefully. Mikael Brown is the second option. So he's going to have a 90 touch and shot in the sea. And I want Jalen Johnson to be like the third guy. So actually, I'm going to even these out a little. So I'm going to make his like an 88. 89 is fine. It doesn't matter. Jalen Johnson, he's going to have like a 77. Then touch and see you could push that up a little bit as well. Once we do that, it should be kind of evened out. So we're going to do some like that. Mullins can still take a little shots, but yeah, I'm cool with this, honestly. So I'm cool with just something like that. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully, we can have balanced scoring and we can make the playoffs. Running a balanced system, which that would be our best system. So I'll do something like that. And I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully, we could be a top team in the East. That is the goal. But so far, it's looking like we're going to be kind of mid again, unfortunately. He wins MVP again. Spurs are literally dominating, but we finally were a top seed. We turned it around. We're the number one seed in the East. Insane. 54-28 in the season. We went on a run to end the season. But player stats are about 31 from Dylan Harper, which is crazy. 20 from Jalen Johnson. 18 from Mikael Brown. Still not like a star, but he's developing really nicely. Mikael Brown was the right pick. 18 from Braylon Mullins. So yeah, I mean he's been playing probably really good too. I mean. Probably he is, as you can see. 12 from Rollins, 8 from Kessler, 7 from McDaniels, 5 from Watson, and 4 from Greenwood, 3 from Robinson. It's time to see if we could potentially make a run here in the playoffs. So I'm going to go 9-man rotation. We got the Nets in round one. So they have Luka Doncic. So Luka left the Lakers to join the Brooklyn Nets. Pair up with, nobody, I guess, Cameron Thomas. But I think we should be able to beat this team, right? We are going to go and sweep and they'll play the New York Knicks in round two. So they have Brunson, they have Elijah Arenas at the two, they have Mikael Brown, OG, Cat, Sensabaugh, Trey Mann, Jalen Smith, Lonzo Ball, Jalen Washington, and Gregor Morrison. So we also have to check if they're fully healthy because injuries. So they are fully healthy. So against the Knicks, we are going to go. Okay, we just got a huge wake-up call. We get freaking swept. So that's something I did not expect, but it happened. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll probably keep going. I actually had injuries off. I didn't know, but for this rebuild, I guess we'll have injuries off. See how that works for us. But Grizzlies will get Orlando's pick and get to be number one. So getting swept around too is so annoying. But I'm just gonna. I mean, we can get JJ Redick. No, sure. We'll fire Will Hardy once again, and we'll see if we get JJ Redick here. I mean, I just want to move on. See if we get somebody with better badges. When we get that going for us, can't be mad at that. We have a pick in this draft. Nope, we do not. Pick goes to another team. So we'll accept everybody here. Hope asset development keeps going. Harper is a free, which we'll look to re-sign him. So Dylan Harper, give out our first max contract in this video, and it'll be to Dylan Harper. So you'll stick around. Kessler is somebody I do want back. I think Daniel's somebody I obviously want back as well. So we're locking up these two guys. Okay. Lock up everybody there. They're part of the core long term. So we got Harper, Rollins, we got Mikael Mullins, we got McDaniels, AJ Green. Declan Duru Jr. might be ready to be our backup small forward. Do we consider trading AJ Green potentially at the trade deadline? I mean, maybe. I don't even know what we're looking for, but we could definitely explore that idea. Dylan Harper is up to overalls. Mikael Brown's up to a 92. Mullins up to an 87 overall. Rollins is up. Declan Duru Jr. is up 4 overall. So yeah, he's ready. Visage was not a great pick in the first round. Pick 29. He has not developed into the center that I hoped he would. He's eventually supposed to be our backup center of the future, but he just has not developed at all. So if you can probably package up like AJ Green, pay a Watson, and a Visage to get whatever, I mean, I don't hate that idea at all, but we'll see if we can even do that. This will probably go like 1 to 2 more seasons left on this rebuild because we already gone so far already, and we just haven't been able to get any success so far. So download this 2029. I think yeah, my bad, 2030 draft class. So I'll fix that in just a second. Trades are going to be Harper, Brown, McDaniel, Jalen Johnson, Kessler, Mullins, Rollins, Duru, and then we might as well just go 9-man rotation at this point, and I'll shrink the bench utilization down to a 25 because I just want to be, hopefully, we're going to be a good team. Running a pace and space system. We're actually going to change that to a balance system. We're going to put it preferred system to balance, and then I'll fix the draft class, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the end of the season, and we are the number one seed. We won 63 games and lost 19. There's 63 and 19 on this season. Player stats, says rookie report. Player has been about 30 from Harper, 24, 4, and 10 from Mikael Brown. His development has been something to watch, man. He's been getting better, and every single year more efficient from three and the field goal range. And now he's turned into a star for us. 20 from Jalen Johnson, 16.5 from Mullins, 11 from Ryan Rollins, 9 from McDaniels, 8 from DeClan Duru Jr., 8 from Kesler, and 3 from Mitchell Robinson. So, unstoppable deadlines, we're already a pretty damn good team. So, time to see if we can make a run here. And we got the Boston Celtics in round one. So, Pritchard, Peterson, Jaylen Brown, Tatum. This is a pretty good team. The team around Peterson, Jaylen Brown, Tatum might not be the best, but I still think this is a pretty good team. We are gonna go ahead and come back down from 3-1. Wow. Okay. Now we got the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have Garland, Dash, Daniels, Furphy, Mobley, Jared Allen. Donovan Mitchell ended up leaving them. Obviously, they got Nikhil Alexander Walker. We sent it back to Minnesota, so that wasn't paying attention to. But all right, they want to start Duru Jr. in the playoffs, which is interesting. They want to bench McDaniels, but here we go. Game one, they're gonna take game two. We ended up game three. We're up 2-1. We're up 3-1, and we're gonna beat them at 5 to play the Charlotte Hornets in the conference finals. So they have LaMelo, they have Bruce Branch, C.J. Roser, they have Steen Butch, they have Mark Williams back in Charlotte. They have Nick, or I don't know how to pronounce that name. I'm sorry, bro. Brandon McCoy, G.G. Jackson, and then A.J. Williams and Bryson Tiller. Okay. Can we beat the Charlotte Hornets? They're gonna take game one. We're gonna even it up. We're up 2-1. They even up 2-2. So I'll hop in the Simcast here. They want to go with a start AJ and McDaniels, which I agree with. All right. Tied up 2-2. Heading into game five, we're gonna see right now if we can go 3-2. It's a pretty close one so far. And we are going to get the job done. 130 to 124. 42 from Mikael Brown. Just like that, we're going to win. We're up 3-2. Now we're about to see right now if we can go ahead and take them down and beat them in 6. So we're in Charlotte. They have the lead right now, and they're not going down without a fight. They're going to kind of blow us out. So 119 and 97, not the best game from us at all. Well, heading into game 7, I feel like, we have a good shot of winning this game, obviously. We're in Milwaukee. It's a close one so far. The Hornets are going to take the lead back. They're leading right now, and we are going to lose. We're going to lose 104 to 94. We're going to lose the Hornets. I don't think this is a team we should have been losing to, but whatever, bro. We're going to go home as the Spurs going to win another championship. I maybe giving them Giannis is low-key a cheat code, but there they are. We'll go one more year on this rebuild, though. One last season. Wemby's with the freaking Magic now. He wins MVP. But anyway, we finished off as the number 1 seed. This will be the final seed. We went 56 and 20. So we still built this team up to be a good team again. So either way, this is, in my opinion, a successful rebuild. 30 from Harper, 26 and 10 from Brown, 18 from Jalen Johnson, 16 from Mullins, 12 from DeClan, 10 from Ryan, 8 from Kesler, 7 from Jaden McDaniels. All right, so it's time to see if they can take them down. I want to start DeClan once again, which will allow. We got the Chicago Bulls in round 1, and against the Bulls, we are going to go ahead and sweep them to play the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey, Edgecombe, Spears, Tiller. They have Jeremy came off the bench, Jalon Love. Really guard-heavy team. But we are going to go ahead and go 3-2. And we're going to beat them at 6 to play the Indiana Pacers. So the Pacers have Halliburton, Jordan Page, Mathurin, Nate Met, Rasheer Fleming at center. Interesting. Okay, Rasheer Fleming. Nembhard, Jet Howard, Dylan Terry, Peter Julius. So, yeah, we'll see if we can take down the Indiana Pacers. As in round 1, we're going to win. I mean, not round 1. Game 1, we're going to win. We're going to take game 2. We're going to win game 3. And we're going to win game 4 to play the Pelicans in the NBA Finals. Honestly, this is the easiest path we got. We had played the Pelicans. This is how they're looking like right now. Or the Spurs without Wembanyama. They still have Giannis. That's probably why they're still at this position right now. But we got the Pelicans, the sick-seated Pelicans, bro. They still have DeJounte Murray, Bilal Coulibaly, Hugo, Zion, Queen, Herb Jones, Luigi, Noah Clowney, Peter. This team isn't bad, but I think we can all agree that we're obviously the better team here. Game 1, we're going to take. Game 2, we're going to take. Game 3, we're going to take. And we are going to get the clean sweep. And Mikael Brown wins Finals MVP. So at the end of the day, we ended up winning a championship. And that's all that matters. I feel like we built a pretty good team post Giannis era. Sure, it took a couple of years. But to rebuild from where the Bucks are right now, it's probably going to be a long time for this team winning a championship again. But things can change like this. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Feel free to like, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Have a great day or night, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Also, who do you guys think is going to trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo? Comment down below. But for real, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.